This is Sylvia Saber with Optv Global Headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day. US President Joe Biden has launched his first official overseas trip with a warning to Russia that it faces robust and meaningful consequences if it engages in harmful activities. Mr. Biden arrived in the United Kingdom to start the first foreign trip of his presidency and made clear his intention to strengthen ties with US allies following strained relations under the Trump administration. The number of undocumented migrants reaching the US-Mexico border has hit the highest level in more than 20 years. According to the US Customs and Border Protection, it caught 180,034 migrants, mostly single adults, in May. 1 million children in Gaza are in need of support. UN and UNICEF representatives launch appeal from Gaza for support for mental health, medical systems, schooling, access for long-term development after Israel's 11-day bombing. Israeli airstrikes in central Syria killed at least 11 government troops and militiamen, the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said. The strikes were the first carried out by Israel in Syria since 11 days of heavy fighting with the Hamas ruler of Gaza. The strikes targeted Air Force positions near the village of Khirbat al-Din on the outskirts of Homs, as well as an arms depot belonging to the Lebanese Hezbollah movement. Israel's military has claimed it destroyed a tower block in Gaza that housed the Associated Press because it was used by Hamas as an electronic warfare site. AP has called for a release of evidence to support Israel's assertion. Up next, we have the national updates. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa affirmed the Pakistan Army's complete support to the business community in economic uplift of the country. According to the Inter-Services Public Relations in meeting with the members of Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FPCCI's role in the development of commercial and industrial hubs in Pakistan, as well as evolving regional economic environment, were discussed. The government has formulated a comprehensive strategy to pull poor and weaker segments of society out of poverty through wealth creation and improving purchasing power of people, Prime Minister Imran Khan said. Presiding over a meeting of Kamyab Pakistan program, he cited the examples of China and India and said, unlike India, which had failed, China had successfully steered millions of people out of poverty during the last 30 years. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi urged the international community to show a common resolve against the rising trend of Islamophobia and promote peaceful coexistence and interfaith harmony. In a telephone call with Foreign Minister of Canada, he showed hope that the perpetrator of the crime would be brought to justice. The Islamabad High Court gave more time to former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's lawyer to assist in how to proceed further with his client's appeal against the Avonfield case judgment as he was abroad. It also heard the National Accountability Bureau's appeal against their acquittal in the flagship reference. Up next, we have the health updates. The COVID-19 has claimed 76 more lives and infected 1,303 people over the past 24 hours in Pakistan. According to the National Command and Operations Center data, the positivity rate in the country witnessed a minor surge and was recorded at 3.1%. US President Joe Biden's administration will provide 500 million doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine to about 100 countries over the next 2 years. About 200 million doses will be distributed this year, with the remainder distributed in 2022. Up next, we have the sports updates. Bowler James Anderson is on the verge of adding to his list of record-breaking achievements by becoming England's most capped Test cricketer. His current tally of 616 Test wickets is the most by any England bowler and will surpass the mark of 161 Tests he currently shares with retired former England captain Alistair Cook. Rafael Nadal reached a record-extending 14th French Open semi-final with a 6-3, 4-6, 6-4, 6-0 win over Diego Schwartzman, while Novak Djokovic said facing Rafael Nadal for the 58th time on Friday with a place in the French Open final on the line will be a great battle against his biggest ever rival. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. Actor Actor Fawad Mustafa's tweet calling for respect towards women actors didn't go down well with designer Maheen Khani. Referring to the drama serial Dunk, she said that Fahad Mustafa produces shows based on false harassment claims by women in a country where women are already suffering, unprotected and marginalized, but is horrified by trolling. Fahad has received criticism not just for Dunk but for Jalan as well. Grammy Award-winning singer Taylor Swift recently broke a number of records with her Evermore vinyl sales. Most of Swift's 239,200 estimated units came via official sales, and in 1 week the album managed to pump out 157,400 in total. Renowned rock band Coldplay recently released their brand new dystopian higher power music video. Director Myers even issued a statement. The video is a metaphor for how right now we all feel alienated, far removed from the world, almost like we're on an alien planet. Up next, we have the business updates. Pakistan's Federal Minister for Finance and Revenue, Shaukat Tareen, has launched the Pakistan Economic Survey 2020 to 2021. The survey will provide comprehensive details on the major socio-economic achievements during the financial year 2020 to 2021. Asian markets rose Thursday ahead the US inflation data and a European Central Bank meeting. The release Thursday of May's Consumer Price Index is now crucial. It warns that a big miss to the upside of the 4.7% forecast would ramp up expectations of policy tightening. Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. The solar eclipse of the year has been occurred today and witnessed by people in different countries around the world. However, it was not visible in Pakistan but in eastern United States and northern Alaska, along with much of Canada, Greenland, and some parts of Europe and Asia. That's all from this bulletin. For more updates, do stay with us and keep watching Optv Global.